Around the
Alrighty guys,
outside, but it
welcome
doesn't look like
everyone.
that's going to be
My
sticking
name is Phoebe Thomas and
around.
today I
Maybe
will
it
be
is, it
streaming
is
the
not. Unfortunately,
F1RL
Burok has made up
League
a couple
race
of decisions
here in
already. He is
Silverstone.
down
As
the
you can
inside.
hear, my
Now
voice
around
is
the
not
outside
there yet
of Divine Eye.
because last week was a bit of a
And it
busy
is not
week.
going to be a move as Divine Eye had a better exit.
I became
Although,
sick at the end of
Brewdog,
the week.
here, they're
My
going
voice
side by
was
side through
completely
cops
gone.
in a
Then
couple of
on
seconds.
Tuesday I tried to
And my
commentate
girlfriend
again,
is
didn't work.
taking a video of me.
So yeah,
No
my
idea
voice has
why,
been
but
there since
Brewdog did
yesterday, but
make the
still
move
not
work
very
right
great, as you
there.
can hear.
There's 9
Thank you for
tenths
the follow,
between
Brandon.
Maxi and the real Mark, which is
So
actually
today
very
it is going
remarkable
to
if
be
you think about it, because
Silverstone, and it
Maxi
is
is
going to
coming
be
on
one
to
of the
turn
most beautiful
15.
tracks on Earth.
It does
Of
seem
course,
like
you've got
that's going to be moved
Spa-Francorchamps, which is
on.
a little bit more
Dog is going to be
beautiful, but
making the
you
inside
know,
line.
Silverstone is
Now
also
goes
a
a
good
little
one.
bit
Last
wide,
week
and
we had the
wait, he's
Monaco
coming
Grand
back on
Prix
track. He
Circuit de
needs to.
Monaco, where
Again,
we saw Jake
Divine Eye
GDS
is
win,
looking to make a
then
move
Hackett
around the
racing in
outside, but it
P2, and
doesn't look like that's going to
Aeon
be sticking
X-Blades in
around.
P3.
Maybe it is. It is
From the Div
not.
2 race, it was
Unfortunately,
quite
Brewdog has.
chaotic. Fuck me, you guys are able to hear something. Shit. Yeah, okay. Should be fixed right now. My apologies. So, you guys, yeah, I'm just gonna do the intro again. Hold up. Alright guys, welcome everyone. My name is Phoebe Thomas and I'm going to be the streamer of today. It is going to be Season 2, Round 6 of the Silverstone Grand Prix. You might hear that my voice is not there yet. I'm a little bit sick, so yeah, unfortunately I've got to do it with this voice. Last week we had the Monaco Grand Prix on the Circuit de Monaco, where Jake won his race and then Hackett racing in P2 and Aeon X-Blades in P3. From the Div 2 race, I knew it was a little bit chaotic, but still a nice race, so it might be that that's the case in Div 2. In Div 3 too, Div 1, what the fuck am I saying, bro? But today it is going to be in Silverstone, like I said already. It's in the United Kingdom, Great Britain, it's all the same. I only found the population of the United Kingdom, so I'm just going to put the United Kingdom in there. 67 million people, so that's quite a bit. The first Grand Prix was in 1950. There's no data. Well, there is actually data on the fastest laps and all that kind of stuff, but unfortunately, I didn't get that data on time, so we don't have any any data on that, unfortunately. Thank you for the follow, Koda Pig. Koda Pig. All right, so as you can see right now, there will be a little video on the left side of your screen. It's going to be a short qualifying and a 50% race. The track distance will be 5.8 kilometers and the race distance will be 153. There is a long DRS straight in sector 2. And then going into turn 6 is a good overtaking opportunity if you throw it down the inside, but then you will have the outside line here in turn 7, and you possibly won't have a good exit, as you can see the Red Bull having there coming out of turn 7. Now he makes the move into turn 8, and then he has the inside line into Cop's corner, which is, we know it's quite a dangerous corner, but these guys are quite experienced. Thank you for the follow, Milan. So now into Maggots and Baggots, turn 10, 11, 12, 13. It's quite chaotic through Maggots and Baggots. I gotta say myself, you cannot really go side by side through there, so you gotta just back out of the move. Now turn 15, also a good overtaking opportunity, and then you've got turn 1 and turn 3, which are also good overtaking opportunities, but I didn't get any footage on that, unfortunately, so I've got to do it with this. Now, strategy. Is it a place to join tonight? Sorry, there is no place to join tonight, unfortunately. I mean, possibly, but you will have to do something. Oscar, it's better to just join the league and join next week. You will be able to find everything in the panels in my Twitch. Thank you for the follow, Ragbags. Safety car probability, not that high. I would say around 50, 60%, something like that. And dire degradation rate is even lower. So a soft medium could definitely work here in Silverstone. Tire overheating probability is a bit high, so I would watch out with the soft at the beginning of the race. But medium, softs, you know, everything could be working. I know the PSGL guys used soft mediums or medium soft, whatever strategy they went for. And it was quite nice. So yeah, it could work. I'm not going to say it's going to work, but it could work. Now I'm going to have a quick look with who is in the lobby so that I'm able to do the predictions, right? I usually do the predictions here in F1RL. So let me have a quick look. I don't know who's fast, guys. I don't know who's fast. We've got Jake. Where is he from? Is that the Taiwanese flag? No, it's not with Taiwan. What? Is it Taiwan? No, it's not Taiwan. I don't know where that is from. Oh my god, it's it's the actual first flag, which I don't know where it's from. Is it Taiwan? I'm gonna Hong Kong, Hong Kong. Fuck me, bro. I could have forgotten that. All right, so apparently it's the Hong Kong flag. Thank you very much. You know, I'm going for a bold strategy. I'm going for a bold strategy. I'm going with the new guy, Milan Massimo in P1. Milan Massimo. I'm going with the UMP1. Jake in P2. And who else do we have? Let me have a quick look. No pressure. Fucking hell. Sorry, man. Sometimes I've got to give the new guys a little bit of pressure on their shoulders to keep it clean and all that kind of stuff. Regsbacks, where is he? What's your name, buddy? What's your name in game? I get P3. Should I count on that? What's your name? Is it Eric Pinto? Probably not. Eric Pinto, where is he? Regsbacks, but you're not in. Are you in? Oh, you are. Oh, Jamaican. And you're in Alfa Romeo. All right, I'm going with you for P3 just because she's raising the Alfa Romeo tonight. Or RRL James. Ooh, James? I know him from Raiders Racing League. He's a pretty fast driver. Oh, this is a difficult one. I'm going with James. Sorry, Ragsbags. I'm gonna put you at most positions gained, and then I'm gonna put the biggest loser. Am I gonna give it to Joe? Joe, are you here? Am I gonna give it to you? I could be. No, I'm gonna give it to Dunsby. I feel like after a couple of beers, he's not really in that. Oh, I'm not gonna say that in on the stream. All right. Yeah. So amount of safeguards, Silverstone. It could be 0 if it's clean racing. It could be like 4 if it's like a chaotic race into turn 1, possibly a safety car already. So I'm going with 1 or 2 safety cars. I'm going with 1, I think. I feel like this game is a little bit more safe with the thingies, with the safety cars. So yo Thomas, welcome. Missed you. What's your prediction for quali? Ooh, quali? Ooh, I'm going with the same as no, actually, I don't know, bro. I gotta take a look real quick. I'm gonna go straight into the race. I'm gonna do the be right back again. There we go. I'm gonna go straight into the race and just tell you what I'm thinking because I don't know all of these guys out of my head. And I'm gonna put my light on real quick because it gets quite dark quickly here in Belgium. So I will be right back in a sec. My name is VB Thomas. Hello, everyone. I am back, but for how long? We don't know. Oh, I really gotta stop singing. It's not good for the voice, you know? It's not good for the voice. Especially when I'm tending the voice. No, I'm not, guys. Don't worry. You don't have to start crying. Maybe to sing my safety car song, you know? For the guys who are new, I've got my own song when it's a safety car. Who do you guys say was first? Fuck me, that was a good question. Milan. I said it was Milan. Milan, I think he was gonna get P1. He seems pretty fast, though. Who am I getting for quali? That's a very good question. Quali? I don't know, actually, to be honest. I'm going with... Oh, this is really, really difficult. I'm going with Jake in P1. Where's Hackett? Oh, Hackett. I'm going with Hackett in P2. Who else is fast? I have no idea. I'm going with Dunsby in P3 because I have him as my biggest loser and I really want him to not perform very well because otherwise I'm going to have my biggest loser wrong too. So that's not really something I want, right? And I really hope everyone is having a fine evening here on Thursday. Thursday, it's almost weekend. So tomorrow it's weekend, tomorrow evening. So one more day of work and then we will be all chilling on the beach or chilling wherever. If you're living next to the beach, yeah, you probably are going to be chilling on the beach. But I mean, if you're living in the middle of the town, you can get a little stroll to your nearest pub or whatever you're doing on a Sunday or a Saturday afternoon. And who is the first guy out? I think it's gonna be Georgie, as he's already entering Maggots and Baggots right now. Wait, where was James? Where was James? I thought he was in the lobby. Oh yeah, he is, all the way in P13. I can't wait for this qualifying. Silverstone is always a chaotic qualifying with everyone coming across the line at the last minute and trying to really improve their time. So usually these first few laps are just warm-up laps. We see the guys put a pretty competitive time in, but not as competitive as they wanted to. As there's now someone coming out of the pit lane, and the Williams driver really needs to watch out there, as he's got the McLaren driver right on his tail. So he's going to feel a little bit of pressure during this qualifying lap, and he also has that AlphaTauri driver right in front of him. So yeah, Georgie, I'm not 100% sure how quick he really is, but I'm gonna get my companion app with me real quick. Where's the companion app? Here it is. Bang bang. F1 Racing League Division 1 standings. So we've got, where's Georgie? Oh, he's in P8, so that is actually not too bad if you think about it. The Williams driver now going through Maggots and Baggots, touching all the curbs on the inside line. He's not touching the curb in turn 12. He's now going through turn 13 to have a little bit of DRS here down the main straight. He's got the fastest second sector, my apologies, but I think a Haas driver has beaten that, because when that Haas driver came across that second sector line, that purple line from Georgie went away immediately, and now he's coming around the last corners. And what is this time going to be? Is it going to be competitive already? Is he going to give a good impression to all the other guys on track? A 126.6, and it gets beaten immediately by Mr. Butler in P1. Let's have a quick look. Joe now coming around the last corner. No, he's actually in sector 2. I thought that was the last corner there in Silverstone. It looks quite similar if you think about it. It looks quite similar. Hackett Racing maybe just started this lap. Is he on a fast lap? Does seem like it. He had a little bit of a snap there coming out of that corner. Now down the main straight, he's gonna have the DRS. We've got Nightmare now with a 126.5 on the soft tires, and I do assume a lot of guys are on the soft tires, but some of them are indeed on the mediums. Ragsbags on the mediums. We've got Jake, JD on the mediums, with once again another little snap from Hackett Racing here. So that means his setup might not be great. Maybe something race pace wise or whatever, but if you're slipping all over the place in a quali already, it's going to get even more difficult in a race, because your tires will degrade a little bit more than in the qualifying session. And I mean, not more, but they will be more degraded after like 5 laps, because in quali you're not going to do 5 laps on the same set of softs, right? So he's going to find some troubles during his race if he keeps on sliding all over the place like he does right now. Now coming around turn 15, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's actually yeah, it is turn 15. Oh, such a beautiful turn. It's such a long one, not a very hard braking zone, and it's easy to make a move around here if you get the inside line, of course. If you've got the outside line, you're a bit fucked, if I'm being honest. But with the inside line, I mean, going through there is satisfying. It's really satisfying. Now let's get back to Smeary Titan, as he's now going really slow, so he's not on a fast lap. Maybe Jake is, as he's coming around the last corner on the medium tires. He's putting a 135.6, but I'm pretty sure he is looking to get some more seconds off his time right now. I thought he was glitching, or at least crashing, but seems like he was going really slow through that corner. Turning into turn 4, if I'm not mistaken. And this is going to be turn 5 down the main straight. DRS wide open, ERS wide open, and now he can drain a little bit of that ERS to make sure he's got the pace here on this main straight. Entering turn 7, turn 6 it is. This is turn 7, as he's got the fastest first sector. We want to get that lap data out, as he is on the mediums though. Jake is looking to set the fastest lap here in qualifying on those medium tires, and I really wonder whether he's going to be able to, because that is really showing some power here on the Silverstone track. If you can put yourself in P1 on those medium tires, he's got the Ferrari driver parked on the racing line. I think, in my opinion, he should have gone a little bit more onto the grass, because now, of course, Jake was a little bit distracted. Thanks to that, he's not going to get the slipstream from the other McLaren. Although I would say, if you were McLarens, you would give each other a little bit of a tow, but it doesn't seem like Jake was going to be getting that there from his teammate. Now, coming around the last couple of corners to finish off your Silverstone qualifying. Now, into turn 16 and 17, if I'm not mistaken. Turn 18 is a difficult one, as you can easily lose it if you don't have the traction. A 126.1 is going to beat Nightmare's time by 4/10 on the medium tires. And this is what I mean. All the guys must be having... how do you say that? Shit, it's something about knees. I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, great lap from Jake right there. There's still a couple of guys who haven't put a fast lap in, including James, as he's got the fastest first sector, it seemed like. So I really wonder what he's going to be able to do here in Silverstone. RRL James, I've streamed a race from him 2 weeks ago, well, 1.5 in the Rainers Racing League, and I do have to say that league is really, really great. And as you can see, RRL James really has that racing sportsmanship, which most leagues need. We do know that there's a couple of leagues who don't really have the sportsmanship-like behavior from both the admins and the drivers. I'm not talking about F1 RL here, guys. I'm talking about IRC league, which I used to do last year, but they booted me out because they were laughing with me. No idea why. Well, it is what it is. RRL James puts himself in P3, and both Mercedeses put themselves on the podium here in this qualifying in Silverstone. There's a lot of guys out on track. Well, a lot of guys, about 7 people right now, including Smeary Titan, the Ferrari driver, coming around the last corner, and it is going to be a P13, my apologies, a 127.5 for Smeary Titan right now as it comes across the line, but he still has a chance. He still has a chance. These two are not going to be able to improve, so maybe we want to drive on board with Nightmare. Or is there anyone else on a fast lap? Maybe J March, his teammate, as he's now coming around the last corner. He's causing yellow flags, though. Or is that the Alfa Romeo? It might have been both. No, it was definitely J March. He was going really slow. He's now coming into the pits. And Milan, I think he is the one also causing yellow flags. No, it is Ragbags, as he's starting his qualifying lap here in Silverstone. And last race, I think it was the last race or the race before, people asked me in the chat, what is your favorite track, or like your top 3? And as a proud Belgian, I'm not proud to be Belgian, but as a proud Belgian, I have to say Silverstone is not my P1. It is Spa-Francorchamps. So Silverstone, yeah, unfortunately is dropping to P3, as I find racing on Brazil so nice. Brazil is just such a beautiful track, and I really haven't had a boring race or like a bad race or anything else on that track yet. It's always been interesting. It's always been fighting and defending and surviving till the last minute. And you know, Brazil is a track where if the drivers are clean, it could be the most beautiful Grand Prix there is on the on league racing, but also because you've got so many slow speed corners into sector 2, sector 3. You've got that long straight where people with with low wings are going to be able to get closer to the guys ahead. And then, of course, the guys on... You know, every setup could work in Brazil. If you've got low wings, if you've got high wings, if you put your car high, if you put your car low, all that kind of stuff. Ragbags does put himself in P3 here, it seems like. And we might want to drive on board with Milan, although he's coming into the pits. Hackett Racing is now improving by 4/10. That will put him in a provisional P7. possibly a P6 if he is improving a little bit more here through Maggots and Baggots. How many tenths is he going to be improving coming across the line? 9 tenths. 9 tenths. That's going to put him in P1. Is he going to be able to improve? Hackett Racing. And do I have to do I have to repeat? Oh, he has a little bit of a snap coming out of turn 15. That might have costed him a couple of tenths. But do I have to repeat my qualifying predictions? I don't have to say much. But Hackett Racing was on there, and so was Jake. Oh, Hackett Racing with a couple of hundreds, 300s away from Bish. But he puts himself in P1, a provisional P1, of course, but he still has time to put his out lap. No, it's an in lap, and then coming into the pits, put another set of softs and try to go for another lap. We do know the guys that are going for possible three stints of softs are not going for a soft medium. Or a medium soft. Would actually a medium soft work? That is a good question, because I see a lot of guys use medium soft, or like soft medium, but I haven't seen many people use medium soft yet, so that's really something I haven't seen in league racing yet. I'm gonna take a quick sip every now and then, guys, because you know my throat is gone and I gotta like take care of it, so my apologies. Oh my god, Jake, MP1 at 125.5. The McLaren driver is really on another planet. He's really fast, I do have to say that. I've got to give him my props, because right now he's demolishing Hackett Racing by 6 tenths. And on Silverstone, I do have to give him that. That's quite a bit. 6 tenths on Silverstone, and especially all of these guys are racing in the same car. They're racing on the same machinery and all that kind of stuff. And right now, Jake in the same machinery is 6 tenths faster than P2 and P3. Oh my days. Look at those times, all the way from P10 to P1. There's only 1 second difference. Well, 1.3, but still, that's not a lot. And from P2 to P10, it's even less. It's like 7 tenths. Look at this. These guys are a couple of hundreds away. These guys are 2 tenths away. These guys are a couple of hundreds. From P6 to P8, we are looking at 6 hundredths of a difference between 3 positions. That is so crazy. But yeah, that's what you're gonna have with equal machinery. You know, that's what you're gonna have. And all of these guys right now are trying to put a good setup on the car. Usually on Silverstone, a lot of guys do have a good setup on. But there might be people who didn't even have a setup coming into the race and then have to do it with whatever they have got. And it might not be ideal, but right now, it seems like Jake does have the right setup as he's 6 tenths faster. And then P2. Dunsby all the way in P16. I had to know, guys. I put Dunsby in P3, but that was not a real a real prediction. I got my most positions lost wrong. I put him in P3 in order for him to like lose a lot of positions, but come on. And Joe is all the way in P18. I thought I was, oh no. He was, wait, did I put Joe as my biggest loser? Or did I put Dunsby there? Or did I put Dunsby as biggest winner? I have no idea, guys. I'm not really focusing. Eric Pinto, is he on a fast lap? He's improving by 2 tenths, it seems like. And he's now going straight to Cobb's corner, where we saw that Hamilton Verstappen crash in 2021. And there's still discussions about it, about who's wrong, in my opinion. I'm not going to give my opinion, because I know there's a couple of British guys in the league. About 70 or 80% is British, so I'm not going to give my opinion, just to keep my commentary stream available for everyone. If you know, I'm not going to say my opinion. It was Hamilton's fault. It was Hamilton's fault. Just kidding with you guys. You know, it was just an unfortunate incident. I don't think Verstappen and Hamilton should have gone. Oh, Eric Pinto, P3. Why, yo? I didn't see him get there, but He's half a tenth away from Bish. Oh, 4 thousandths away from Hackett Racing's time. So Eric Pinto puts himself in a provisional P3. But I do... Oh, wait. Hackett. He's not coming out of the pit lane. He's not going to be able to get on the podium here in the qualifying. He doesn't have enough time. Hackett Racing. He probably didn't have enough tires compounds left or something like that. I don't know, actually. J March retired already. Did something happen? Possibly. Not too sure how you can crash there. He's all the way on the crossover between Sector 1 and Sector 2. Where's the Williams driver? Here it is. He crashed? Wait, that's it. What the fuck happened there, bro? Here. He crashed here on the left side. It's not even a corner. It's not even a... There. Like, what the fuck happened there? Yeah, saving the tires. Makes sense, Hackett. Makes sense. You've got a great qualifying position anyway, so... Smeary, he's not going to be able to improve, although he has a couple of tenths. He has a couple of tenths. Oh, he retired. All right. He's not going to be able to improve, it seems like. And a lot of guys are, like, breaking the braking points. Not too sure what the benefit is there, but... Butler, in P9, he's not improving. Is he going to make it across the line in time? 15 seconds? He's not, and he's even going to slow down. So let's have a quick look with Milan Massimo. He doesn't seem to be on a fast lap. Everyone is passing him by, including RRL James, now entering Maggots and Baggots. Is he improving? Is he improving? RRL James coming across the line. Second sector line, he's improved by 4 thousandths. It's not a lot, but it is something. Maybe he can improve a little bit more here in Sector 3. It's just, in Silverstone, it's just one sector which you mess up. It's always a sector, you know. You cannot put a perfect lap in Silverstone. Of course, you see, he was improving by 1.8 tenths, but yeah, didn't gain a position, unfortunately. Georgie puts himself in P3 right now. Georgie. Welcome, Georgie. Oh, fuck. I do my it voice, but now it's not working with my voice, unfortunately. So everyone is coming into the pits, and this is going to be your qualifying standings. Jake in P1, Bish in P2, and Georgie in P3. Further, we've got Eric Pinto, Hackett Racing, Ragbags, RRL James, Nightmare Butler, and Rash Bellinger in P10. Milan Massimo takes P11, Cracked Client in P12, Hector Hector in P13, Coppa Pig in P14, Smeary in P15, Dunsby in P16, J March and Joe Helsing are going to be all the way at the bottom in P17 and P18. So pretty interesting qualifying. Milan is still coming into the pits, it seems like, and might be glitched because he's already in the pit lane. Oh, there we go. All right. By the way, guys, make sure to check out my sponsors. It's, well, if you ever need a graphic designer, you can hit up Kamayo. He's my graphic designer, so yeah, I thought I'd just put him in the sponsors. And also another sponsor from another league. His name is Divine, and he's gonna be offering you tattoos. So if you're ever looking to get a tattoo, he's located in where is it? Birmingham, I think. So if you're from Birmingham, you want a tattoo, go to Divine Tattoo Shop. The guy is filled with tattoos. He's really crazy, and he's really good at it. He also has like, if you look at my website, you will be able to find the links. So I would say just check that out. A little bit of a sponsorship is also nice. You forgot to add another one at the end of my P1 for my prediction. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I really thought you were fast. I mean, you're disappointing me a little bit with your P11 here today. I'm going to check out my messages real quick. I'm going to take a quick break because my voice, I mean, it's really fucked up right now. All right, and off we go. I'm gonna take a very, very quick piss. Otherwise, I'm gonna be needing to go to the toilet. Yeah, I will be right back. 1 second. All right. I'm back. It was possibly more than 1 second, obviously. I'm gonna have a quick look at the tires real quick. Ooh, a lot of guys on the hard tires. One guy on the soft, Jake. He definitely doesn't want to lose any positions. Medium tires for the top three, well, P2 and P3. We've got soft tires for Butler, medium tires for Rish, and medium tires for Mash. So I'm gonna take a quick sip. All right, guys, Season 2, Round 6 of the Silverstone Grand Prix here in the Formula 1 Racing League. We're all on the run. We've got different tire strategies. And off we go. Position changes real quick. It's going to be 5 red lights here in Silverstone right now. Who is going to get a good start? It's lights out, and away we go. The Ferrari driver has a decent start, is trying to go around the outside, although the Alfa Romeo driver, no, it's Hackett Racing, the AlphaTauri driver, in P3, makes that move on Ragback and Bish. Bish lost about three positions there, all the way in P5 already. Georgie, Hackett Racing, and Ragbacks all made up 1 or 2 positions. Now there is a little bit of chaos going on here at the back. The Williams driver now down the inside of Butler. Is he going to make the move down the main straight? There's a little bit of zigzagging from the Haas driver. Now makes the move into the inside. And is he going to have the inside line? Does appear like it, but he's not going to have the benefit, because usually when you're taking the inside line, you're not going to have good traction coming off the line there. But it seems like he kept the position, already made up 3 positions, and Eric Pinto is all the way in P9. Lost about 5 positions, so I'm not too sure what's happening there. The Ferrari driver at the back of the grid there, making the move on Coda Pig, and now Aurel James makes the move on Eric Pinto. They're going side by side through Maggots and Beckett. It's not usually a good idea to do so, as now the Alfa Romeo driver has a good run through turn 13. They're going side by side, and Eric Pinto is just losing more positions. I'm not too sure what's happening with Eric Pinto right now, but he lost another position to Milan Massimo and is looking to get another one lost to Craig Klein. Now let's get back to the front right now, as Jake is having a heated battle with Georgie. Has a little bit of a snap there, and Georgie is right on the tail. Jake with the fastest lap though, 132 point, no idea what that was. Hector with a 5-second time penalty already, possibly has a broken front wing. And it's a 3-way battle. It seems like there's a 1.1 second gap from Hackett to Ragbacks, as the Alfa Romeo driver had to leave the tow for what it was, as he's now losing a little bit of time on these 3. And DRS is going to be open next lap, so he definitely wants to get into that DRS 1 second before the DRS is open, of course, because otherwise he's even going to lose more time, because Jake is not going to stop pushing, and neither are the other guys. Let's get back to P9 here, as the Aston Martin is right on the tail of Aurel James. Aurel James already lost the position to Raj Bellinger. He might have lost one to Butler too, but he gained that position from Eric Pinto, who's all the way in P11 now, as they're going through Cops. The Aston Martin and the Mercedes driver. Actually, two beautiful cars on track right now, having a battle with each other as Nightmare is right on the tail of RRL James at the moment, going through Maggots and Beckett's. It's quite difficult to be right on the tail of someone through Maggots and Beckett's because you're going to have dirty air, and you don't really want that to happen, of course. With dirty air, you're going to have understeer, and through Maggots and Beckett's, you really need to have those high wings in order to make that corner go full throttle or almost go full throttle. Butler now makes the move on Ragbags. As they're still having a heated battle, it seems like the Alfa Romeo driver has gained one position, but Butler really racing the race of his life here as he gained already 5 positions during the first 2 laps of the Silverstone Grand Prix. Bish right on the tail of Ragbags as he's looking to make a move into turn 3. He looked for an attempt, but he didn't brake late enough to be able to make a dive bomb down the inside now through turn 5 as he's gonna have DRS. He's gonna have DRS wide open. Let me have a quick look with the tires right now. He is on medium tires, so he should be faster than Ragbags. But Butler on those soft tires, not able to get away from Ragbags and Bish. So that does appear, well, that does make it look like Ragbags is really fast on those hard tires here. And I do have to say, last year's game, the hard tires were better than the mediums on Silverstone. There is a crash. Dunsby all the way in P16 lost the position, and now J March is having a heated battle with Joe Helsing, my apologies. These 2 guys at the back, Milan Massimo and Hector, already made a pit stop work, and seems like they're having a heated battle with each other right now. Virtual safety car is enabled, so I'm gonna take that time to rest a little bit and drink a little sip of water. What is Butler doing? He's letting everyone go through. He's coming into the pits. Does he have a broken front wing? Speeding in the pit lane? What is this? Butler, he just went off track a little bit there. And then came into the pits, had a 5-second time penalty. It's not looking great for Butler, as he's losing a position to Pinto, to Crack, to Kodapik, to Titan, and then drops back all the way in P13 as Dunsby and J March are also coming into the pits. Still a virtual safety car, but we're all aligned to have green flags. And go, go, go. Here we go. Georgie right on the tail of Jake. Wait, usually the green flags are getting appeared when it's like flickering. Drive through. Oh no! Jake gets a drive through penalty. He was speeding too much, and I think this is something that we've seen already a couple of times in this game, where drivers get a drive through out of nothing. Jake must be furious at the moment as he is on those soft tires, and he's got to come into the pits around lap 10, I would say, if he wants to go for medium tires, of course. But Georgie right on the tail. Are the medium tires already faster than the soft tires of Jake? It does appear like that. He's really fast through Maggots and Beckett's right now. Is he going to use DRS? Is he going to use DRS? DRS he is. Now around the outside, Jake kind of squeezes him, but he leaves enough room to make it work. Now Jake with the inside line. It's better to go down the inside and around the outside there from Georgie. Has the inside line right now, and Jake is coming into the pits already. What is Hackett Racing going to do? Because he's right on the tail of Georgie, and it's looking like another race win for the AlphaTauri driver right here. He's currently in P1 in the Drivers' Championship, with Jake being in P2, if I've got that correct, of course. Actually, I've got to have a quick look. Yes, indeed, Hackett Racing in P1 in the Drivers' Championship, and he's looking to benefit from that little incident that Jake had. Jake all the way in P12 right now after that drive-through penalty. He didn't really have an incident, but like he kind of sped a little bit too much. That's not something you want to do in a virtual safety car, of course, but Hackett Racing right on the tail of Georgie. These two have been battling already a little bit now. Has the inside line through turn 7. Turn 8 it is. And he's right in front of the Williams driver before Cobb's corner, so he made that move look quite easy there. I do have to say, a beautiful line through turn 7 can do wonders. And that is what the AlphaTauri does right now. You have to be alongside someone into turn 8 to be able to make that move. But the AlphaTauri driver managed to get in front of him already before the corner was there. Someone retired in the pit lane. That is going to be Jay March, unfortunately. As we're going to go back to P9. Kodapik right on the tail of the McLaren driver. Cracked client. He's not that cracked on track right now as he is in P8 only. But he's looking to get a position on Eric Pinto. As he has the DRS though, it's going to be a four-way battle between all these hard tires, all the way from P6 to P9 are looking to make a move on each other. But RRL James now trying to close down the gap to Nightmare, as it is going to be indeed a battle all the way from P5 to P9. All drivers on hard tires, so we really know who's going to be the faster driver on those hard tires right now. Nightmare right on the tail of Raj Bellinger, and I do have to say these hard tire runners are really fast compared to the medium tire runners. Is it still the problem here in Silverstone that the hard tires are a little bit faster than the medium tires? I really wonder. Georgie lost the toe of Hackett Racing, and you can see that also at the top two. Hackett Racing on hard tires is faster than Georgie on the mediums. So going for the hard tires, is that a good decision? Although Williams driver crashed out, it seems like there was a yellow flag. And that is indeed going to be Georgie. He lost about 4 seconds or 3 seconds there entering turn 8. He's now only 1.5 seconds ahead of Bish, as Nightmare is right on the tail of Rush. And these guys, I do have to say, these guys are all pretty fast and pretty close to each other, but they're not looking to make a move anytime soon. Although Nightmare on Raj Bellinger with the use of DRS, and these guys all at the back, you're gonna have DRS too. It's a 5-way battle, a 6-way battle, all the way from P5 to P9. And you can do the calculations yourself. P5, P6, P7, P8, P9. That's going to be around 5 people, and it's even P4 there, so 6 people having a battle. RRL James now makes a move on Raj Bellinger. Unfortunately, we have such a shitty scenery from the F1 game right now. Eric Pinto gets a 3-second time penalty, as RRL James is trying to close down the gap to Nightmare, but it does appear like the Aston Martin driver really has the pace right now, and as things are looking like right now, Jake has dropped back all the way to P12, and he still has to come into the pits. 6 lap hold softs for the McLaren driver, as he's the only McLaren driver or the only driver on the grid right now on those soft tires. The Ferrari driver is struggling a little bit here at P7 to keep the McLaren driver right behind him, and correct client is now looking with the use of DRS after Meggetts and Beckett to make that move. I'm not too sure. It seems like Eric Pinto is lagging a little bit across the field, so it's going to be a difficult task for the McLaren driver to make a move on Eric Pinto, as he also has Kodapik right behind him. So Kodapik is looking to make a move on Correct Client, and Correct Client is looking to make a move on Eric Pinto. Eric Pinto didn't lose the DRS, so he's going to have the DRS here down this little straight, although he's not using it. Does he have the DRS? Doesn't look like it, but he definitely has the straight line speed in order to keep Craig Client and Kodapik right behind him. Now RRL James, he's sniffing the butt of Nightmare here, trying to go down the inside. It's not a good choice to go down the inside through that corner. The Aston Martin driver lets through the Mercedes driver, and now Nightmare is losing another position. He's trying to defend the inside line as the Williams driver goes a little bit too deep into turn 2. Now, is he going to make a move into turn 3? Doesn't look like it. He backs out of the move as he's got Eric Pinto right on his tail. Is he looking to make a move down the main straight here? He's going to have DRS, but it looks like he's struggling a little bit on these hard tires. Gets a little bit of a snap every now and then, and looks like he's fighting the car rather than fighting all the other guys on the field right now. Milan Massimo and Smiryov are having a heated battle, although Smiri comes into the pit, so nothing too serious about that. Eric Pinto now in P7. I feel like there's a little bit of a mistake with the Delta, because it doesn't look like he's 6/10 behind the guys ahead, as Nightmare is really looking to close down that gap through Meggetts and Beckett. We know that he's fast through here. He's 5/10 behind. He's gonna have the DRS. But so is Eric Pinto, so nobody is really losing any time on the guys ahead. And we might be seeing a move from Kodapik on Craig Klein. Now has the DRS, is going to use DRS. He's going to go around the outside. He's going to make a look down the inside, but he's going to back out. Fortunately, because that would have been a launch out of nowhere. It would have been Elon Musk building a new rocket ship, throwing it down the inside, and then blowing up into his face. Jake definitely isn't losing his pace. He's on those soft tires, right on the tail of Ragbacks. Oh, has a little bit of a snap. That's definitely those soft tires. They're not working till the end of the race, but he's trying to make them work to use the medium tires at the end of this soft tire stint. And now let's go back to Kodapik, because he's not really able to close down the gap. He's not really able to like go around the McLaren driver or anything like that. He's like sitting here just chilling, saying, yeah guys, I'm gonna get a little bit of a drink, you guys can go and fight with each other, I'm just gonna be the 5th or the 6th dog running away with the bone. Hector now retiring in the session. Fortunately, we are losing another driver as he retired on track. Interesting. I'm not too sure what Joe is doing, because he is battling with other guys. Oh, no, never mind. I thought it was the other Haas driver. I didn't think we had another Haas driver. Where is he? Oh, it's Butler, right. Let's go back to P5 right now. Oh, maybe to Jake. Jake, around the outside. He's going to have a good run with the use of DRS. That's going to be easy move, but maybe the Haas driver right behind Jake. Although... Ragbacks is not giving up. Jake going around the outside. They're going side by side. A little bit of a tap there from the Aston Martin driver, the Alfa Romeo driver. My apologies. Now throws it down the inside into the last corners of this track. And he's possibly losing another position to Butler here. He's having a snap. A little bit of touch-a-roonies there, but nothing too serious. Butler looking to throw it down the outside, but not enough room for the Haas driver to make that move work. Ragbacks is looking a little bit snappy every now and then. Butler right on the tail. So with the use of DRS, he's possibly going to be able to make a move, although we know that Ragbacks has quite a lot of straight line speed right now. And Butler sniffing that butt. He's going to have a look down the inside. He's going to back out again. And I feel like Butler is a little bit too scared with what he's seen earlier coming out of that last corner, where the Alfa Romeo driver was lagging a little bit. Not lagging, but he's really struggling. He's really struggling. As you can see, he's just going back onto the racing line. Butler, a really dangerous move there. Well, really dangerous, not really, but Butler now goes down the inside. They're going side by side to Maggots and Baggots. Not an ideal line from Butler as he backs out of the move. 3-second time penalty from Ragbacks. So I do have to give that to Butler. He's really putting the Alfa Romeo driver under pressure. They've lost the toe to Jake GDS. So Butler is going to have the DRS. And this is some clean, well, quite clean battle, side-by-side racing. As he's going to have the outside line. This is looking really, really sloppy. Why do I always have this stupid camera? I don't need it, bro. Ragbacks has lost his position again. But we do have to give Butler the benefit of the doubt, as he is on 7-lap-old mediums, Ragbacks on 10-lap-old hards. And you do have to think that all of these hard tires are possibly going for soft tires at the end of the race, because the hard tires are lasting so long here in Silverstone that you really do have to go for the fastest stint on the board. Now, Kodapik. We have been looking at that battle at the back of the grid for a long time already, but Bish managed to catch up to Georgie. Both drivers on medium tires. Are they going to be able to... Oh, wait, Jake came into the pits again. He's going for hard tires. He felt like these softs are not going to be lasting very long anymore. And going on to the medium tires for about 15 laps is a little bit too long. That's what Jake thinks, of course. And the medium tires are not the fastest here in Silverstone either. So, why not just go for the hards, right? Let's have a quick look with Nightmare down the inside with the use of DRS. That's going to be easy move. The Williams was looking to get a switchback kind of something work, but it didn't work, unfortunately. Raj Bellinger lost the position, and now Bish is coming into the pits on those medium tires. He might have... Oh, wait. Oh, my days. These two already have 9 seconds of penalties. that is a disaster for these two, as Eric Pinto is definitely going to get that position from those two. Let me have a quick look at the position changes. 5 positions gained for Raj Bellinger. And, you know, here in Silverstone, you're going to be seeing a lot of guys sniffing the butt as Craig Klein tries to go around the outside. He doesn't have enough traction coming out of turn 5. As the McLaren driver, you know, in P7, gained 5 positions, is kind of driving a spotless race, but so is the rest of the grid. You know, Koda Pig in P8, he's gained 6 positions. You've got Raj Bellinger in P5, he's gained about 5 positions. So I don't know what to say yet about who is my driver of the day, but I do have to give it to Koda Pig. He's been so consistent, just not been able to make an overtake on anyone yet, but he's just chilling at the back of this train. Just his tires are going to be a little bit drained at the end of the stint though. So he possibly has to go for medium tires at the end of the race instead of soft tires, because he won't be able to bring these hard tires with him till after lap 26, maybe 27. Heated battles. Oh, the Aston Martin goes into the wall. That's possibly going to be a safety car. It is indeed safety car. Geldy, should I sing my safety car song? Should I sing my safety car song? Interesting. I'm gonna go for it. You know, bold strategy. You know, you can always do something that people don't like, but you can also don't do something that people do like. And some of you guys like it, some of you don't. Some of you are laughing with the safety car song, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna have a quick sip of water, and then I will be right back. Safety car, it is a safety car situation. Safety car, it is a safety car situation. Everyone is driving on a straight line, except for when you're going through the corner. Safety car situation here in F1 Racing League. Yeah, there we go for all the new guys. Now you've heard the safety car song too, but it appears like a couple of guys are coming into the pits already. We are looking at the Williams driver, no, it's the Alpine driver, and the Ferrari driver at the back of the grid. And Jake got another 5-second time penalty. It's not been looking great for the McLaren driver. He got a drive-through penalty. He gets a 5-second time penalty. And now Aurel James is coming into the pit. So is Hackett Racing, and possibly so is Raj Bellinger. And we're not looking at any moves through the pit lane. Everyone is just going through that pit lane smoothly. Koda Pig with a 5-second time penalty. He also doesn't have the pit entry which he hoped for. And he's got to live with the consequences right now. Looking at the penalties, he's got 8 seconds of time penalties already, and Raj Bellinger 9 seconds of time penalties. Nightmare was one of the other guys who had 9 seconds of time penalties, but he crashed out, unfortunately, coming out of that last corner. I spoke about it during the qualifying. Going through that last corner, you really have to watch out with traction, because sometimes you've got a little bit of like loss of traction, and then you have to control your car, or like you're sliding through the corner, and in that case, if you don't have the control over your car, you're gonna have something that Nightmare had happened earlier during the well, before the safety car, of course. And now he's into the wall, he's in the pit lane, he's safe. Well, not safe, of course, because his car was all over the place, but he is just, it's just a game, guys. For everyone who didn't really notice yet, it's just a game. All right, so I'm gonna have a quick break before we get going again, because I need to save my throat, as I said already, and the best way to do that is just not talk. So I'm gonna have a quick scroll on my phone, and then we will be right back with you. All right. Here I'm back again. Oh wait, maybe I should do my my voice exercises first before speaking. All right, be right back. Just 5 seconds. It takes 5 seconds multiplied by 6. Alrighty. Hello and welcome everyone. The safety car is coming in because Jake was on time coming across the second sector line. Alright, here we go. Back to the front. It is going to be Hackett Racing leading this race with a possible P1 in his pocket. There's still 11 more laps to go here in the Silverstone Grand Prix. Where is Georgie going to put himself? Is it going to be on the podium or is he going to mess up? The same story goes for RRL James. Is he going to put his first podium? I think it is. Although it could be that I'm mistaken. Raj Bellinger with another penalty. It seems like he already had 12 seconds. Well, he had 9 seconds. Right now he has 12 seconds as the guys at the back here. Bish right on the tail of Raj Bellinger. He's going to get that position anyway, so he better make that move soon, because otherwise he's just going to lose time on RRL James's teammate. The Ferrari driver went a little bit too wide there. He also already has a 3-second time penalty, and the guys at the back are having a heated battle. Jake now making a move on Smeary Titan all the way in P13, as we're looking at Bish right now, right on the tail of the Williams driver. Is he going to make a move? Yellow flag. Jake lost it. Jake lost it with a battle with the Ferrari driver. Joe Helsing has been lapped, unfortunately, as the Mercedes driver now tries to go down the inside. There's a little bit of touching. There's a little bit of touching there between the two, as it seems to be clean right now, as things are looking like, as they're going through maggots and baggage. The Mercedes driver is weaving a little bit to let the other guy know that, no, it was the Mercedes guy, was weaving a little bit to let the other guy know he definitely didn't like what he was doing there through turn 7, squeezing him off track a little bit, and now he's gonna have the DRS down the main straight. I do have to say this is the main straight here in Silverstone, as it is the longest. Now it goes around the outside. He's not gonna have the DRS yet, but he definitely makes that move into turn 5 out. Though he makes the switchback work, he's gonna have a good run through this corner. Raj Bellinger with a little bit of laggy Wi-Fi. It seems like his car was all over the place. Touches the Mercedes driver once again, and it doesn't look like it's clean battling with the Williams driver at all. He needs to get some clean moves out of his pocket, because right now he's just banging the Mercedes driver all over the place, and it doesn't look like this is great sportsmanship like driving. Maybe he just doesn't have the control over his car yet. But he definitely needs to do something about that, because right now it's not looking too clean. I mean, I do appreciate him driving here and all that kind of stuff, but you got to keep it clean, dude. You got to keep it clean, especially when you've got 12 seconds of penalties. Like the other guys are definitely not going to get another 9 seconds of penalties here in these last couple of laps. And you know, you just got to live with what you've got. The best thing you can do right now is just don't battle too much with Eric Pinto and Craig Client. Maybe with Eric Pinto a little bit, because that way Bish is going to be able to get away, and Craig Client is going to be able to be close enough to Pinto, as he's now getting another 3-second time penalty. Oh no, that's his teammate. No, that's the Alpine driver. Oh, has a little bit of snap there. Once again, he's driving so close to the guy ahead, and then kind of has a better traction, just loses it on the tail, and now gets a battle from behind. Eric Pinto is looking to make fresh meat out of him. Around the outside, Smeary Titan is crashed out, and there is going to be another safety car. All right, this is great. Less talking for me. Rush Bellinger now coming into the pits. 12 seconds. This is not looking great. Is he going for softs? I do assume so. I do think so. Oh no, Bish with a drive-through penalty. That's so frustrating. And we do see a couple of guys get a drive-through every now and then, but I didn't think it was going to be this much in F123. Bellinger is going for soft tires. And a couple of guys at the back of the grid are going for soft tires too. Both McLaren drivers are going for soft tires. So you see Craig Klein now coming into the pits. We've got Milan Massimo all the way in P12. And Hackett Racing leading the race once again without a single penalty. So his only danger can be RRL James at the moment. Of course, it could be Georgie too if he gets another penalty. Blah, blah, blah. But as things are looking like right now, RRL James needs to make that move on Georgie as soon as possible to have a chance for this P1 position here in Silverstone. But as things are looking like right now, Georgie has been driving magnificently. Magnificently. And he's not going to let the Mercedes driver go past easy. You know, he's not going to say, oh yeah, you can just go through, yo. You can just go through. And, you know, he's got a battle for his home podium too, because, you know, you've got Eric Pinto in P5, who's possibly going to get into P4 because Bish has a drive-through penalty. RRL James, he really has to make that move. Let me have a quick look what tires he's on. He's also on those medium tires, so he should have the benefit of the doubt. Although I did mention that the hard tires are a little bit faster here in Silverstone, and I guess we will be seeing that later when the Williams driver is going to be battling with the AlphaTauri driver. But for now, I'm going to be quiet a little bit, and then we will be right back when the safety car is going to come in again. All right, guys, it's gonna be green flags. The safety car is looking to come back into the pits, and we're gonna have another Silverstone safety car restart here. Did I say one or two? Oh wait, Hackett Racing is already going. Oh no, Georgie, he got caught sleeping. I'm pretty sure. So did James. So did Bish. Everyone. Oh wait, someone is coming into the pits. Oh yeah, he has a drive-through penalty. I remember. Kodapik is also coming into the pits, so we're gonna get back focusing to the top three, as this is going to be podium battles, and I do think Georgie can be sure of a P3. I don't think he's going to get a P1. I don't think he's going to get a P2. Especially because Hackett Racing, he's been so consistent. He's currently P1 in the Drivers' Championship. So that really shows how consistent he is. RRL James, I've seen him race on Mondays. He's really fast. He's really consistent. I don't think he's going to get a penalty either here in Silverstone, his home track. As Georgie is now on the tail, sort of. RRL James is losing the toe. So maybe if Georgie and Hackett Racing can work together, they can get away from RRL James and try to create a 3-second gap. But of course, you need to work with two people in that case and not with only one guy. Crackit, Client, down the inside of Dunsby. They're going through side by side, and they're possibly going side by side through Cops too. Is this going to be a Hamilton-Verstappen incident? Doesn't look like it. But Crackit, Client does lose another position. They're going 3 wide into Maggots and Beckett's. Although the Alfa Romeo backs out, Crackit, Client loses it. Entering Maggots and Beckett's, entering turn 11, and he's going to be dropped back. He's going to retire from the session on track. That's so unfortunate for the McLaren driver. And now Dunsby and Jake are having heated battle again. Possibly Dunsby losing another position to Milan Massimo, who's around the outside. Milan Massimo, is he going to be able to make a move? Makes a deep dive bomb. What a beautiful move from Milan Massimo. He just thought, fuck this shit, I'm going for it. He made a dive bomb down the inside and made it look very easy for the Alfa Romeo driver. Now on these soft tires, but unfortunately Dunsby has been on 8-lap old medium, so it's not really easy defending for the Alpine driver right now. Hackett Racing still in P1. He's got Williams driver trying to close down the gap, but he doesn't need to be afraid. If he can just keep it clean on track, he can run away with everything. Butler right on the tail of Ragbags. And I do have to say, Ragbags did surprise me already with what he has done. The Alfa Romeo driver, I mean, he gained a couple of positions. I think he qualified around position 7, if I'm not mistaken. He qualified in P9, so right now P6. He gained 3 positions, and we've got our biggest winner in P1, Hackett Racing, was qualified in P5, right now in P1. And he told me he was saving tires, and it seems like he's managing to do so right now in P1 with 9 tenths in front of Georgie. RRL James not able to get any closer to the Williams driver. McLaren driver now around the outside, and he's gonna have the DRS. Oh, the Williams driver not too sure what he's doing here. He was, you know, the McLaren driver was going past, and he was not really letting him go through, but not really battling either. I don't know how to say that. DRS is enabled again, so we will be seeing some heavy battling between a couple of guys. Definitely RRL James and Georgie, as Georgie lost the DRS off Hackett Racing right there. He's already 1.9 seconds behind, so is he struggling on these tires? He is on 9-lap old hards. It does indicate that the medium tires are a little bit faster at the end of the race. By the way, my apologies for the broken sound. This game is completely broken, so yeah, nothing I can do about it. Jake right on the tail of Butler. Why do I always get this fucking idiot scenery, bro? Don't let me see this. Yeah, let me see this. Nice. Jake, 2 tenths behind. He's got penalties. Everyone has penalties. Jake only with 3 seconds, and so are the other 3 guys right ahead of him. So he doesn't have to worry too much about Raj, but definitely has to worry about those guys ahead. I know he had a drive-through penalty. RRL James get a penalty, and that's the only thing he shouldn't have done, getting a penalty, because now it's not certain whether he gets a P2 yet. And here in this Silverstone race, Jake, he was unfortunate with that drive-through. Oh, and he's unfortunate with this. Oh no, he's so unfortunate this race. He had a drive-through penalty, he had a 5-second time penalty, and now spins in the wall. The McLaren driver. Oh no. Yeah, it's gonna be another safety car. And I really wonder who's going to come into the pits now. Because I can't imagine the guys on older tires that they're going to be coming into the pits. Hackett Racing is not coming into the pits. Eric Pinto with another drive-through penalty. Oh. Tire-wise, 5-lap old softs for Raj and Milan. We've got medium tires for the top 5 except for Georgie. 2 more laps to go after the safety car, so possibly we will still be seeing some heated battles, but the only guy on the grid who doesn't have a single penalty is Hackett Racing. I do know one thing for certain. These guys have their track limits on high, or like strict. That's what it's called. Strict. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing a couple of battles with possibly a couple of penalties still during these last couple of laps. I got rear wing damage. Oh, that's so unfortunate, Rag. That is so unfortunate. You need to watch out though. Watch out on the track. You just bumped into the Ferrari driver. Just look out on track and don't text, because otherwise you're just gonna mess up even more. Bro, what is it with this game, man? It's like lagging all over the place. It's not lagging on screen, but the sound is just lagging. It's the AI. Well, I don't even think you're allowed to go into AI. Not 100% sure though, but I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to. Where's this Joe actually? Why don't I see him? Oh, he's here. He's been lapped by everyone on 5-lap mediums. He's possibly not going to be able to get back to everyone else, but he's racing. He gets points. He's happy. Everyone is happy. Now let's get back to the top 3. Looking at this podium, this is such a beautiful podium. I'm gonna be honest. Hackett Racing, RRL James, and Georgie. Yeah, I do have to say, these guys have been racing very professional and very clean these last couple of laps, these last couple of races. And right now, I would say the only guy who is a little bit interesting in racing is Raj. I don't really see what he is doing on track every now and then, but it feels like sometimes he's trying to defend, but then decides to not defend and decides to defend back again, and gets caught in an incident, and then, I don't know, loses a position or something like that. I don't know. Raj, if you're seeing this, I would like an explanation what you're doing sometimes. I'm not putting you down or anything. Like, you are an amazing driver. Otherwise, you wouldn't be P7 in tier 1 here. But sometimes I question some defensive moves, bro. Oh, and this is the first stream I've streamed with you racing. I'm gonna be shitting a lot on you. No, that's just a kidding. Just kidding. And Bish, I mean, Bish was racing such a good race and is currently in P11 due to a drive-through penalty. We're gonna be seeing the safety car come in this lap, and then we're gonna have 2 more laps of racing, and hopefully 2 more clean laps for racing here in F1 RL. And I really wonder how Div 2 is going, but as things are looking like right now, we need to be focused on Div 1, because the safety car is coming in this lap. It's going to be green flags, and I really wonder if Hackett Racing is going again this early. If he's going right when he's coming out of turn 15, the safety car is going to be not coming into the pits yet, so he can't go yet. He can't go yet. He's possibly going to wait till after that turn 18, which is a very dangerous one to go through. To start a safety car, but wait, to restart the safety car, because, oh wait, where is Eric Pinto? He's coming back into the pits. That is pretty interesting. Does he have that drive-through? He does. Now Hackett Racing, he's gonna go already. He's gonna go already. And where is RRL James? He has overtaken Georgie already. Wait, why did he overtake Georgie already? That's pretty broken. Eric Pinto all the way in P11. But let's get back to P6. Raj on the tail of Butler. Butler lost the toe of Ragbacks already. Ragbacks, who has made up 1 position even with a broken rear wing. And Bish right on the tail. He has a good run coming through turn 5, my apologies. And he's going to make that move on Koda Pick, it seems like, down the inside. Both drivers on soft tires, but it is Bish who's gonna run away with that position. A P9 right now for the Mercedes driver. And it's a heated battle for P2 too. Maybe even for P3, because Ragbacks right on the tail. And it's going to be a heated battle for P2 right now as Ragbags, the Alfa Romeo driver, he's been racing an incognito race, sort of, as he sometimes got in a heated battle every now and then, but we haven't seen him make any moves. But he's losing the toe of Georgie. It's going to be a two-way battle for P2, and it's going to be a two-way battle for P4, as Butler is now catching up to the Alfa Romeo driver, Milan Massimo, all the way in P7. He has performed pretty well. He qualified in P11, got caught in an incident, got back to P7 right now in lap 25 as we're coming around the last corner to start the last lap here of the Silverstone Grand Prix. With Butler being on the tail of Ragbags, is he gonna make it work? Bish with the fastest lap of 128.2. And I do think that's gonna be one of the fastest laps I've seen here around Silverstone on this F123 game. Of course, this is the first Grand Prix on Silverstone I stream, so definitely it's going to be the fastest lap. Raj Bellinger. It's a three-way battle, and I really wonder who's going to get P4 here. Let me have a quick look at the penalties. Yeah, Raj has those 15 seconds of penalties. But now Ragbags defending the inside line through turn 7. It is Butler right on the tail. He has to back out of it. Otherwise, he went into the back of the Alfa Romeo driver. Now through turn 8 into Copse corner in a couple of seconds. And Ragbags really has to defend this P4. It would be a great position already for him because this is his first race here in the Formula 1 Racing League. Even with a broken rear wing, he can keep his P4, and it's been struggling for the Alfa Romeo driver right now. Aurel James, he's not looking to make a move on Hackett Racing because, I mean, he's got that penalty anyway. Now Raj Bellinger down the inside of Butler. A little bit of a unneeded move because, you know, there's a higher risk of getting a incident when you're making a move those last couple of laps. But now Hackett Racing coming across the line to put a P1 on the podium. Aurel James in P2 and Georgie in P3. Ragbags in P4, Butler in P5, Bish in P6. It was right on the tail of Butler, but it wasn't enough for the Mercedes driver. Milan Massimo in P7, Dunsby in P8, Koda Pick in P9, Rush in P10, Eric in P11 as he had another drive-through penalty, it seems like. And then we've got Joe Helsing in P12. I'm going to give you my apologies in advance. Well, the race is already over, but my apologies for the not so very good stream, I do have to say myself. The voice is not there yet, and yeah, I wasn't really concentrated the most times just because I was trying to focus on how to use my voice these days, because I cannot keep streaming with the voice I usually use, so I have to find ways on how to use my voice. So yeah, that takes time, and hopefully you can understand now. Joe Helsing, he comes across the line and gets a broken front wing, but he's gonna get points. And also this game, like, I'm hearing the game in my ears and it's broken, and oh, hear that, look at that, that's just so fucking bad. Horrible game. I'm never gonna be buying another F1 game. Maybe next year, because I gotta keep commentating, of course. Now, we've got our results ready. Hackett Racing in P1, James in P2, and Georgie in P3. Further, we've got Ragbags, Butler, Bish, Milan Massimo, Dunsby, Koda Pick, and Raj Bellinger to finish off the top 10. Further, we've got Eric Pinto, Joe Helsing, and then our DNFs. Unfortunately, Jake, Cracked Client, Smeary, Nightmare, Hector, and J March. All the Portuguese guys crashed into the wall or anywhere else, or I think they crashed into the pit lane too. Like someone retired from the session, I can't quite remember. Yeah, as I said, guys, you know, it was a little bit of a chaotic race. Not really, but I didn't really know what to say every now and then because I was so concentrated and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, my apologies for a little bit of a not so very good stream. So my apologies, guys, and I hope you liked the stream, though. I mean, it was a pretty amazing stream. I do have to say that, but just yeah, my apologies. As you can hear, I'm not there yet, but I did my best. I hope you like it, and I will see you guys back next week. Damn, if I didn't get that penalty, I would have been P4. That's unfortunate, Milan, but you do get penalties every now and then. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. This was Phoebe Thomas as your commentator, and I hope to see you guys next week. It's possibly going to be Div 1 again. No idea. Sean is going to decide that, but for now, it's going to be VB Thomas out. Peace out.